Morning or afternoon to the Falcons. This is the second ball skill session that I'm going to be delivering. For this one, you're going to need a buddy. Now, grab someone at home, mum, dad, sibling, whoever that can feed you the ball. It doesn't necessarily matter the quality of the ball. It's just about you going to retrieve it after. You're going to also need an outdoor space if possible. So as you can see, I'm using the garages near my house. So I'm just going to run through a series of different skills. The equipment you're going to need is a ball, preferably a netball, but equally if you don't have a netball at home you can use a football or a basketball. And you're going to need a series of cones. Now again, if you don't have any cones at home, you can use a variety of other markers. So it could be socks, it could be anything you can find really. If you can try and find different heights, so some may be flat cones and some slightly taller ones, that would be even better because that will help with the last drill that we're going to do. Okay, so first of all we're going to get ourselves warmed up. So your body's going to be static, so again, it doesn't matter who you're working with, you're going to be the one moving all the time. They're going to just give the ball anywhere, and you're going to do about 60 seconds of anywheres. I'm going to demonstrate now. Okay, ready? Okay, so once you've done your 60 seconds of anywhere and your heart rate has started to rise, you're going to use your cones. So you're going to set your cones out in a triangle and you're going to practice driving to each cone, landing on your outside foot. Looks at an angle so that you can see. That's better. Okay, so what's important with that particular video is that you're always landing on your outside foot. Also, make sure you reset each time. So I'm just going to do it one more time, just so that you can see me landing on my outside foot. Okay, and then you would reset each time. Okay, this time, so when you're working that drill, do about 10 each side. You could also mix it up a little bit by learning to control when you drive to the right side on your right hand and when you drive to the left using your left hand. Remember, you always work both sides of the body. So we're going to do that again with one hand. Okay, one side. So try and get it here. One. Okay, now we're going to go from one cone, stop, turn and receive the ball from the other side of the cone. Let's check if you can see all the cones. So I'm going to go one side then the other. Stop. Side. So it's really important for that particular one that you're always landing on your outside foot as well. Okay, so the next drill, we've got our cones triangle again, but this time we're going to turn on the inside and release the ball against the wall. So if you have a wall space, obviously release the ball once you've turned. If you don't, just dummy the pass and then turn and reset back to your partner. Quickly go. Once you've turned on the inside, then try turning on the outside. Okay, brilliant. So now we're going to continue the pattern of passes. Remember to keep doing 10 each side, working your right side and your left side. We're going to continue it now with a reverse pivot or a turn at each cone, receiving the ball on the opposite side again. If you have that wall behind you, make the pass afterwards as well. One side and then in the middle, remember? In the middle. If you've got your space, widen the cones so you're working in a bigger space. Land with 2 feet. Okay, so just a few coaching tips on that last drill. Make sure you land 2 feet, not one and then the other, but 2 feet. And also turn as quick as you can at each of the cones. Going to do our last drill. So we're going to set out a variety of different cones as this, like this. So as you can see for this one, we've got a circle of cones, all at varying heights. Our feeder is just off the camera here, ready for me.
Fantastic.
They're always going to be feeding into the centre of the circle. And what I would like you to do is about 20, 25, depending on how much you want to push yourself, of footwork patterns at each of the cones and then receiving the ball in the middle again. So you're going to keep the heart rate going, see if you can do about 20, at each cone different footwork pattern. Think about what you might do at each of the cones as well, depending on the height. So some of them are slightly higher than the others, so you may want to think about a different footwork pattern to get around that cone. Remember, every ball needs to be received in the centre. Have a go at landing on your outside foot, have a go at landing 2-footed, and feed back to the buddy or your par or your feeder after each go. Always reset in the middle. See, quicker. And there you go, Gemma's ball skills part 2. Good luck, girls.